Yo, what is up guys? This is Pedro here, and in today's video I will be talking about the Washington football team's defense and why I think some changes need to be made on the defense. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content, hit that like button and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. And also check out WinView. Use the link in the description to enter a bunch of contests where you can win some money. All you have to do is answer 8 questions before the game or during the game to enter. Let's get right into it. I think that we can all agree that the Washington football team's defense has been very disappointing so far in the 2021 NFL season. Right now, they currently rank 30th in points per game allowed. That is just awful. Last year, they were second, I believe, in yards per game, and they were top 5 in points per game. And yes, it was against a much easier schedule, but still, when they were playing bad teams, they played well, and so far they've played some not so great offenses in a couple of the games, and they still have struggled. Like the Falcons they're not a terrible offense, but they definitely are a great offense, and they scored 30 points against us, and it easily could have been more. And the defense has been very disappointing, and there's no other way to put it. You look at some of the other rankings. This is their yards. They're 30th, I believe, in yards, maybe a little bit higher. Points, they're pretty low as well. The run defense has been okay so far, better actually I think than last year, but their pass defense has been awful. They haven't been able to get much pressure, so the defense has been really bad, and I mean it's surprising how bad they've been. And the offense has actually been good. If you look at points per game, they're about 11th. They are 11th in the NFL right now, and if some kicks are made, they're probably even higher than that, probably around 10th, but they've been definitely better than I thought. And I think Curtis Samuel coming back, and hopefully Logan Thomas and Brandon Sheriff not being out for too long, I think this offense will continue to progress. And I think Scott Turner and this offense, they've done a solid job so far in the season, but the defense, they have not, and I really think they need to start making some changes. No, I don't think they need to fire Jack Del Rio or make really any changes coaching-wise on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, it's just you're not going to get anywhere if you fire a defensive coordinator in the middle of the season unless you think you have a true replacement. Maybe they do in Chris Harris, but I just think these coaches do need to step up. Like Jack Del Rio's got to switch up the scheme a little bit. I'm not liking the soft zone coverage at all, but there's really not much you can do. And I think if a change is going to be made, it'll be after the season, and maybe we'll promote Chris Harris, who I really like. But some things that we're going to look at the snap counts, and this is what I really think the coaches need to do a better job of. The players definitely are to blame as well, but I also think that some of these players should not be playing the amount of snaps that they are playing. First off, Landon Collins against the Falcons played 100% of the snaps at strong safety and played 100% of snaps on defense, which first off, I don't want him playing 100% of the snaps, and second off, why is he playing? He doesn't need to be playing all the strong safety snaps, because Cameron Curl was a really good strong safety last year, and he's been good at free safety, but I think he's much better suited to play that strong safety position. And you can put Landon Collins a little bit more in the box, kind of like a linebacker, not necessarily a linebacker, but you can put him at that will linebacker position a few times in a game, more in the box than he is right now. But he should not be getting 100% of the snaps at strong safety. I mean, you saw, his coverage isn't great, and he's good in the run game. Sometimes he makes some, big plays, but also, he misses a couple of tackles a game, and, a couple big ones. He missed a tackle that, the Falcons scored a touchdown on. He hasn't been great this year, and I don't see a reason why he is playing 100% of the defensive snaps. Same thing with Bobby McCain. They have him listed at cornerback here, but he did play a lot of safety. I think if you want to play him, you play him at slot corner, and occasionally you can play him at free safety, but there's some other guys that I will be talking about in a little bit that you can also play at free safety. But those are really the biggest issues. I do not think Landon Collins should be playing 100% of the snaps. And also, I think this issue, I guess, isn't going to be much of an issue now because John Bostic is injured, which is unfortunate again for him. But I thought John Bostic was playing way too many snaps. He was playing about 50% or more of snaps per game. Obviously a little bit lower in this game because he did get injured, but he's just not a good tackler at all, especially in open space, and was terrible in pass coverage. And, he was playing way more than Jamin Davis. And, now that's going to change. Jack Del Rio said in his press conference that Jamin Davis is going to get more snaps. So I want to see how it looks, how he looks with an increased role, and if that will help the defense. So he's going to be playing more. But they still they have a hole at linebacker because, yes, they have Jamin Davis and Cole Holcomb, but after that, we really don't know. We have Cleek Hudson. We'll see how he plays, but we really haven't seen him play that much football in the NFL so far. So those are some things to consider right there. And, something that Fred Smoot said on, John Keim's podcast is he said, Cameron Curl should play strong safety, Kendall Fuller free safety, and Landon Collins at linebacker. So I agree with a little bit. Like I said, I think Cameron Curl should play strong safety. And yes, maybe you can make some changes, but making a ton of changes, that could result to even more confusion in the defense. What I think would be better is just playing Cameron Curl a little bit more as strong safety than he is, and maybe moving Landon Collins into the box a little bit more, or just don't play him as much. I mean, I know he's getting paid a ton of money, but we got to do what we got to do to win games, and he currently is not helping us win games. I think moving Kendall Fuller to free safety, I know he's played it before, but I don't know if they could do that mid-season because the chemistry already isn't great back there. I mean, I think that's a big part of the issue. The secondary has been really, really bad, and there's a lot of new faces out there. Cameron Curl, he's not a new face, but he's playing a new position. Landon Collins, missed pretty much the whole season last year. William Jackson is a new face. Bobby McCain is a new face. Benjamin St. Juste is a new face. Torrey McTyer, I know he's injured, but he was a new face as well. So, I mean, pretty much your whole secondary is either new to the team, changed positions, or coming off a major injury. So switching those positions up even more, I think, could mess up that chemistry even more than it already is. And Bobby McCain, like I said, he's a free agent that we signed as well. So there's a lot of new faces there, and I think if you switch it around too much, then that could lead to more confusion back there. One thing that they could do is, and Ron Rivera did last year, I mean, there's players that were underperforming, Dwayne Haskins, Troy Apke, and Wes Martin, and he benched them. And, some of those players, actually, all those players that came in for, all the replacements played pretty well. Kyle Allen and Alex Smith, definitely outperformed Dwayne Haskins. You have Wes Schweitzer. He was way, way, way better than Wes Martin. And DeShazer Everett was way better than Troy Apke. So I think there could be some changes made on the defensive side of the football. Like maybe you play DeShazer Everett a little bit more. Maybe you call up Jeremy Reeves and you play him a little bit as well, because Cameron Curl and Jeremy Reeves were a pretty good duo last year. And Cameron Curl and DeShazer Everett also weren't bad at all. So I think that is something that you have to consider, because the safeties this year have not played well besides Cameron Curl, and he's playing a new position. So that is something that I would consider. Bobby McCain has not played well, and maybe you play him a little bit more as a slot corner, and that's something you could do right there. And Kendall Fuller, I just don't know what's up with him, because he wasn't amazing last year, but he was solid for us. He had his games that he was great, and he had some games where he struggled, like the Lions game and some other games, but still, he was solid throughout the year. This year, though, he's been atrocious. He has been terrible, and it's been on the outside and in the slot. So I am not sure what's up with Kendall Fuller, and I don't know if moving him, into or to free safety would make a big difference. It could help out this defense, but it also could cause confusion, especially doing that in the middle of the season. I don't know how wise that is. I think you can just move Cameron Curl to strong safety, at least more than he is right now, and then put someone like, you can keep Bob McCann at free safety if you want, but potentially DeShazier Everett or Jeremy Reeves at that position. I think that is a potential solution right there, and move Landon Collins a little bit more into the box. Those would be my solutions. And also, I know Chase Young hasn't been great this year, but he played 80% of the snaps. I think he should play a little bit more than that. His conditioning seems to be a little bit weird, but more importantly, he has to be on the field on third downs. Whatever you do, keep him on the field on third down. And I would say that's it. And also, I know it's hard to keep all these guys in there, but Jonathan Allen is our best defensive player right now, and him playing 64% of the snaps, I would like that to be a little bit higher if possible. I know it's super hard just because you got 5, 6 super talented defensive linemen, and it's hard to play all of them, but if you can, try to. I think it would be nice if they could play Jonathan Allen a little bit more. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. Peace, guys.